Well, hello TNAs, so welcome back to my channel, guys. If you haven't already seen by the title of this video, I'm about to change your life today. No, Biosculpture is about to change your life today. So let me ask you a few questions. Who here hates and avoids doing extensions at all costs? Either because it takes too long to build, or you can't seem to get the shape right, or the upper arch is not right, you build flat extensions. Biosculpture is here to help you. Okay, but I have to be honest with you guys. When I first started working with these tips, I was extremely skeptical and I expected quite a lot from these, just because using tips in general is just not for me. I find glueless tips very difficult to work with, and there's no way that I'm using any harsh chemicals or glue on my clients' natural nails. So before these tips, tip extensions weren't even an option on the Nail Art Studio's treatment list. So my biggest questions were basically, is this going to save me time? Is it easier to work with than the glueless tips that we already know at Biosculpture? And also, is it going to be harmful to the natural nail at all? So to answer my first question, is it a time saver? And is it easier to work with than our regular glueless tips we already know as Biosculpture technicians? And the answer is absolutely yes to all of it. Yes, 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 1,000 times yes. It's a massive time saver just because the tips already come with a perfect upper arch. They come with a perfect free edge shape, and there's no strengthening layer that you need to add on top of that tip at all. The tips are strong enough and durable enough to be used on its own, stuck down with your base coat, color gloss. It's insane, it's amazing. Now it's not only just a time saver, but also a product saver because you don't have to add that strengthening layer. And it's definitely much easier to work with than our regular glueless tips, just because if you can remember from your training, you have to hold or hover your LED unit over the tip while it sets. Well, with these tips, Biosculpture has launched this little man, the cutest thing ever. It's an LED flashlight. It is so light, it's so easy to work with. Has a button at the back that you just press to put it on. Set the tip with this, ask your client to cure it for 60 seconds afterwards. But very, very easy. It takes, I think, it does take batteries, which is kind of stressful to me because I'm like, what if the batteries die in the middle of my treatment? But no, what are these? AAA batteries. So they use 3 AAA batteries. Very easy to use. I would just make sure that your batteries are, or that you have extra batteries just in case. I think that's the only thing that stresses me out with this little flashlight. It's so convenient, but like the idea of it dying in the middle of a treatment. So let's talk about the different shapes that these full cover tips come in. So they have 5 shapes at the moment. They have their medium coffin, medium almond, and medium square. Then they have long stiletto and long coffin. However, for the Nail Art Studio, I purchased 4 of the 5 shapes. I have the coffin, the medium coffin, and the medium almond for the Nail Art Studio, just to use on my clients. I would actually consider the medium tips as long and the long tips as extreme length, because I found that the medium almond and medium coffin, they're already full nail body length. So to me, these are already, they're long enough. My clients also like the more natural look, so they're not very big on extremely long nails. So I have bought the long coffin and the long stiletto, but these I am more going to use for my nail art tutorials, for nail art competitions. I'm so excited, I'm gonna beat everyone with these tips. For nail art competitions, and then also just to practice on if I find a new technique. So I am so excited to get playing with these. I usually had to shape the tips I was working on to get them to look half decent, and these are just already perfectly shaped. Perfect upper arch, perfect free edge shape. I can't wait. Okay, so let's get into the actual application. These are still glueless tips. We don't stick them down using any nail glue or tip glue. They're still glueless tips using any bio or evo base coat. So today I'm just going to share with you the product combination that I've used over the past month. This is not a set. These are the base coats you use. This is just what has been working for me and my clients. If you have a client with very healthy, hard nails, then a solid end result would be ideal for her. Solid end result being your base coat is either bio base or evo oxygenating, curing that for 30 to 60 seconds, and then applying your tip with evo contour. Because contour is a solid product, your end result will be solid. If your client has a weak or damaged nail, then I would rather recommend a more flexible end result using a thin application of Evo Flex as your base coat, curing that for 60 seconds, and then applying your tip with either bio base for flexible end result or oxygenating base for medium end result. There are 3 things I do in preparation for my full cover tips. First, cleansing the natural nail of any excess oils that might interfere with my gel application. Then I add SPS, not only for better adhesion but also to help with the soak off process at the end of the day. And then I end off with a base coat. So whatever your client's nail is calling for, that is the base coat you are going to choose. Now this base coat is not only also going to help with the soak off process, but it's also going to give a flexible support to your client's natural nail. If you have a client with a very scooped nail or her nails are extremely flat, as I've said before, these tips come with an already perfect upper arch. So then I would definitely recommend with your base coat, building some kind of upper arch for your client so that your application process is much easier. If your client has very scooped nails and you try to apply these tips, you're going to experience a lot of bubbles. So I would do upper arch correcting on clients with very corrugated nails, scoop nails, and flat nails. While your base coat is curing, you can go in and start prepping your full cover tip. You'll use your thin black file, a 6 round and nail cleanser for this. The 6 round and nail cleanser will help melt the tip at the bottom, slightly melting it. We're not going to melt a lot of it. We're just going to make it a little sticky so that the base coat and the tip can properly bond with one another. Your thin black file you'll use to thin down the cuticle outline so that when your client gets a regrowth, it's not a thick regrowth she has at the back. Once you've properly prepped your full cover tip, you can go in with a flat application of your contour. So this can either be contour, oxygenating, or bio-base. I'm going to use contour in this video. So I'm applying a flat application and then sticking down the tip from the cuticle area towards the free edge. Now, if you're a biosculpture technician, you know that we would usually stick down glueless tips from the free edge towards the cuticles. Once you're happy with your tip application, your tip is straight, there are no bubbles visible, you can set your tip for about 5 to 10 seconds using the LED flashlight. Now, it sounds like a very short time because it is a very short time. Your client has to immediately then place her hand inside the LED unit and cure it for 60 seconds. It's very important that you communicate to her that she can't pick up her phone then because the product is not properly cured. We want proper through cure with any base coat that we apply or any product that we apply. So she immediately, after you switch off that light, she has to place her hand in the LED unit and cure it for 60 seconds. and voila, you have a new nail. That's the extension. It's that easy, I promise. How incredible is that? If your client wants to shorten the nail, she is more than welcome to do that. Shortening it is so incredibly easy. You just cut off any excess length with your large nail clipper and shorten and neaten up further with your black patch on your multi-file handle. After that, as we know, if you're an experienced nail technician, we would have had to add a strengthening layer. We would have had to do dry gel shaping. Girl, you're done. Buff the surface of the tip and start your overlay, start your art. You're ready to go. So incredibly easy. That is all from me today, guys. I really hope you guys are as excited about these tips as I am. I cannot wait to do more clients with these. I've done quite a few with them already. My clients love them. They feel so light, so natural. I love them. I actually had them on my nails. Might do them again. Shame. My nails are so short. But anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Bye.